Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. For my entire life, I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel and I've just never had the guts to, I guess. I've always loved to vlog and I love to talk and yap and I've always loved to take videos. Where I used to do a ton of videos on Snapchat, I would always post on my story and I've just always been a very media focused person. When I was in middle school, I ran a ton of fan accounts and I did edits of One Direction. I did all of these things, and so I've always been naturally interested in it. I've just never given myself the credibility to actually do it. And so here I am, I'm finally doing it. I've been meaning to do this since January and I just keep putting it off because I feel like there needs to be a perfect moment or a perfect space or perfect lighting or camera or whatever. And I'm letting all of that go and I'm just doing it. I'm not entirely sure what this page is going to be about. I know that I want to post, when I travel and things like that, because that's a super big goal for me in 2026. And I have one trip booked so far. I'm going to Mexico in July, which I'm very excited about. Hoping that you'll join me on this kind of journey of life. 2025 was honestly one of the worst years that I've ever had, mentally, physically, just kind of all around. My friendships and my love life was great, but just mentally and just not thinking the very best things about myself and my body and things like that. And I've decided to let that go, let that stay in the year of the snake and really ride on this year of the horse. I'm kind of trying to find who I am again, because I've always been this very outspoken, confident person who's very silly and goofy and loud, and I've lost a lot of that. I think partly because I got out of college and then I started working and having to be in these really professional settings all the time and having to be very buttoned up or whatever, and it gets to you. You kind of keep it with you and you take it with you when you get off of work. So I'm trying to not do that and actually embrace my real personality traits. I love vlogging every day-to-day activities. I know it can be really hard to watch all these people online who are living these really lavish lifestyles, and you just can't relate to them. And I work 4 jobs at any given time. So I have a full-time job. I'm a development coordinator, so I'm a nonprofit. I dog sit and then I babysit as well. And then any other little side gigs that I can pick up, I'm also doing. So before I've worked at food trucks or helped at a bar and stuff like that. I've done all this out of necessity, so I'm very used to being very busy. And so one of my goals this year, channel all of this energy into my passions instead of leaving it all at work. I love vlogging, I love being online, and that just is true. I love vanity, I love beauty, I love travel, the outdoors, I love it all. And right now I was oh, I'm not gonna make my YouTube intro video because I don't have time to put on my makeup. But that's something that I'm working on, is being able to do my makeup every day, because I used to and I just don't anymore. But I don't want that to kind of hold me back from doing the things that I love. I think part of what I want on here is to post advice. I think, and talk about things that maybe other people don't really talk about. I'm the eldest daughter. I have 3 younger sisters, and so I take a lot of pride in kind of knowing what to do and knowing how to navigate, or problem solving when I don't know what to do. And I know that there's a lot of eldest daughters out there, or just girls who function as an eldest daughter, who kind of don't know what they're doing. And so I kind of want to be that voice, that guide of reason for a lot of people, because I've felt like I've had to do everything myself, and I don't think anybody else needs to do that necessarily. But then on the flip side of that, it's also showing that I also want to show you that you can have so much fun and still kind of carry this world that you do. I'm excited. I could go on for literal hours. I love chatting, I love talking, and I don't think anybody's gonna see this video because I'm literally just now starting, but it feels like this is kind of the right next step, and I really want to listen to my gut and to my intuition and post on YouTube. This is something that I've literally wanted to do for over 10 years now. I mean, it's crazy how long I've wanted to do this, how long it's just taken me to take that first step. And, you know, I think a lot of the times my head was kind of like, what are other people gonna think? Like, I don't want people that I know to see this. But I've been posting on TikTok and stuff a lot, which has really helped with that visibility and that being perceived kind of problem that I had. But anyway, I'm here to build a community. I want to talk to people. I want to find other people who enjoy living their life. So if you're anything like me, I'm somebody who's like, you know what? Fuck it, spend the money. Fuck it, spend the money, because you never know when your last day is gonna be. Like, things are just so unexpected, and I will give you that speech of like, we're only young ones, like you have to do all of these things, and like you should say yes to things. And so I may not be the best influence for you financially, but I'm also a firm believer that like anything you put out will return back to you. And I know I've struggled with money quite a bit in these past few years, but it's finally looking like that direction's going up, and we're finally getting out of it. And what was the first thing I did? I booked a concert because that was something that I loved and that I was lacking. And like, I'm gonna do it, you know, I'm gonna live life. 'Cause you never know what could happen. You never know what could happen. And that's so scary, and it's so exciting. And I always think back to that Taylor Swift quote where she went, and the scary news is you're on your own now. But the good news is you're on your own now. I currently live at home with my parents and my 3 sisters, which I love, but of course I'm trying to like get out of here one day. And just financially, that's not really my priority right now. I help them out and things, and so I just don't feel like that's the right step for me. I also want to go to law school, so that's something that is hopefully in my near future, if all goes well. Yeah, I'm excited to just share my life with you, and I hope that you will allow me to share my life with you, and that you will share your life with me, and that we can build this sort of community. I'm about to go to the thrift store because I haven't been in a really long time, and I love doing that kind of thing. So here's to having fun, living life to the fullest, making every day count. I can't wait to see where we go. Bye. Love you.